Here is the solar system. In our lesson today, we will be able to read the distance of each planet from the Sun. Here is the planet Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet in our solar system. It is the most recognizable planet with a system of icy rings. It is the sixth planet from the Sun. And this number tells us the total distance of Saturn from the Sun. How do we read these large numbers? In reading this large number, place value chart can help us read large numbers. First thing that we must do is to identify the largest period in this number. So we have from the right side, the first group of number belongs to the period of unit. The second group of number belongs to the period of thousand. The third group of numbers belong to the group of or period of million. And the largest period in this is the period of billion. So let's write all the periods name in the place value chart starting from the largest. We have the billion, million, thousand, and unit. In the period of billion, the digit that we have there is 1. When you are asked to read this number, we need to read the number first, 1, and say the period's name. So let's read it as 1 billion. So we're done with the first or the largest period in this number. The second thing that you must do is to write this group of number in our place value chart. And how do we read this group of number? It is read as 433. When you combine the period's name, it is now read as 433 million. Let's go to the period of thousand. What number is in the period of thousand? It is 449. Again, altogether, 449. When you read this number with the period's name, it is equal to 449,000. And the last group is 370 in the period of unit. But we do not need to read the period's name for unit. All we have to do is just to read the number 370. So let's read now the distance of Saturn from the Sun. We have 1,433,449,370. Let's have another example. Identify the period's name of the largest period. The largest period here is billion. So let's start reading the number and say the period's name. Ready? It is read as 76 billion. Next, 907 belongs to the period of million. When you read this number, read the number first, say the period's name. 907 million. Next, 432 belongs to the period of 1000, so we have to read this as 432,000. And last, in the period of unit, all you have to do is just to read the number 112. So let's now read the number 76,907,432,112. Now let's try this. I want you to read the number. I have already given you the period's name of each group of number and read it by yourself. Okay, that's correct. That is 9,990,090. Can you please repeat that? Very good. Now let's try this. I want you to read the number without any period's name written at the top or below the number. How will you read the number correctly? That is 9,990,090. Good job! At this point, let's identify the distance of different planets from the Sun. Be able to read the numbers correctly. Let's start with the planet Uranus. How far is the Uranus from the Sun? Can you read that number? Uranus has a total distance of 2,870,972,000 kilometers. How about Neptune? Neptune is 4,497,000,000 kilometers. What about the planet Jupiter? I want you to read it. Yes, that is 778,500,000 kilometers. And the last, we have the planet Earth. How far is the planet Earth from the Sun? Can you please read it? Okay, that is just 149,597,870 kilometers. Now read these numbers correctly. If you are having a problem in reading these large numbers, I want you to practice more on reading large numbers by repeating our discussion. Since you know already how to read large numbers, let's identify now how will you write the number. This number is written in standard form. This number can be written in short word form or in standard word form. So what is the difference between the two? on short word form, you are just going to write the number as is. 384 will just be written as numeral 384 and then write the period's name, million, followed by 133,472. But when I ask you to write the number in standard word form, look at the difference between the two. You need to spell out all the numbers in words. So just like 384, you have to spell it out correctly. 384,133,472. Let's try this. Let's read the number first before we write the number in short word form and in standard word form. How do we read it again? That is 24,98,829,905. Let's write it in short word form. Just write 24. Write the billion's name, 98, write the millions period's name, 829 period's name, and 905. And in standard word form, let's spell all the digits in word form. So that will become 24,098,829,905. Now make sure that when you are writing the number in words or in numeral, you notice that we have to put comma to separate each period. Again, comma must be used in separating all the period, just like what we have in our exercises or in our given examples. So whether it is written in numeral or it is written in word form, make sure that the comma must be written after each period's name.